Hello and welcome back to the final episode of the Take Two for Saturday, the 8th of April. Today we're talking about the rise of Apple TV Plus. On my iPad in front of me, I have the Apple TV Plus catalogue or the library, so I can discuss and detailedly explain the highs, the lows, and the trials and tribulations of our favourite Apple-based streaming service, Apple TV Plus. Now, let's start off with what is Apple TV Plus? Apple TV Plus is a streaming service created by Apple, not just for Apple users anymore. So it's a mainly original programming, but it's incredible, right? So it started off really terrible. It had one good program on it when I first heard of it, because I went to the Apple event, and I first learned, oh, this is going to be alright, that looks alright. I watched Dickinson, which was the first original that seemed interesting for me. I know my family really wanted to watch For All Mankind and See, but we never got around to doing that. But it made me really think, wow. I think Lionsgate Plus does this as well, but they let you have the first episode for free. So you get a taste of what it is, and then you want to get the service. But Apple does it differently. Apple does it that if you get a new iPad, you get the service for 6 months for free, and then you forget that you've got it for free for 6 months, and then you end up paying for it and watching it anyway. Sorry about that error. So the program that I've seen on here that I thoroughly enjoyed, as in loved, not thought it's alright, were, and I'll name them, were Trying. Let me just go to the latest original just so I can get the names of them. So it's Trying, Shrinking, I'm trying to think what the other, Ted Lasso, The Big Door Prize, what's it? Bad Sisters, sorry. Code. Oh no, Coda's a film, but I cast it in Coda. And I think that's about. Slow Horses. That's another one, and I think I'm gonna say that. Oh, I'm Mythic Quest. I quite liked Mythic Quest, but the things that I didn't sort of thought were amazing, but I thought were alright, were Smigadoon and Blackbird. I do think that it's got a lot going for it, as in a sense of the service is good, but needs to add more to it. It's got one back catalogue program, as in one program that they've required the rights to stream, which is Fraggle Rock, Can't You Get Away, Worries for Another Day, Get to Play, Daddy Fraggle Rock, that program, because they then did a reboot of that had the same cast of characters, the voice cast with the puppeteers and voices, I think some of them were the same as the original, but not all of them. And it was called Fraggle Rock on the Rock. The greatest film on Apple TV Plus is Coda, which won 3 Oscars, including Best Picture and Best Supporting Actor, as Coda, which is Child of Deaf Adults, which is American Sign Language for all our British viewers. What's interesting about this is I don't think I need to watch the bonus content. I can't remember who watched. The interesting bit is that Emelina Jones, spelled Emilia, is a British actress. Right? She's appeared in Horror Mysteries the movie, the film. What we did in our summer holidays when she was about 10. The Channel 4 show Utopia. Doctor Who Rings Back a 10. House of Anubis. Several episodes of House of Anubis, which was a British programme on an American channel. She was in Two for Joy. So she's very much done her career highlight when she was 10 was working with David Tennant, but then she did an Apple TV Plus film that worked alongside deaf actresses and actors, which made her career even better because it was an amazing film. It deserved the 3 Oscars. Could have won a film BAFTA, if you want to say that. So, but what Apple TV Plus does that no other streaming service does is. So I'm looking at Coda right now. And what it says here is play again, so play the film. It's an hour and 52 minutes on Apple TV Plus. I've got the Rotten Tomato score. It's in 4K. There's Dolby Atmos involved. There's subtitles. There's STDH and AD audio description. Then before you get into the bonus content, you have this. A playlist curated by deaf people, inspired by the original film Coda. Explore it now on Apple Music. So they've added in Apple Music to show that. There you go. So show where you can get music from. So if I scroll down to the bottom, more to explore. So they recently released a film called Tetris. So they've got Tetris Beats on Apple Arcade. They've got Spirited, which is a Christmas film. They got the music for that, which I've actually clicked on. I shouldn't have clicked on by accident. My apologies. Then they've got Apple Maps, which is for what? No, Apple Maps is for I Love You, EUGENELEVY,S, his favourite places to visit. And then we have, trying to think what else we have. Then we have, let's say I'm trying to think of a good one. Bad Sisters, we've got a map that details Ireland. For All Mankind, we've got the Apple Music. And then for All Mankind again, we've got the app. For All Mankind again, we've got the podcast. For the Shrink Next Door, we've got a podcast. We've got the books that some of the programs and films are based off. So they basically direct you to elsewhere. So they've got, is there a game that's linked to that film? Is there a podcast linked to that program? Or was the program originally a book? Or you can buy the book here and listen to it. Not only do we have that, we have a selection of kids' content such as The Snoopy Show, Snoopy in Space, Helpsters. Let's think of one more, Ghostwriter. And I've seen some of it, and I think Ghostwriter is a reboot of an original program. And I really do like I've not properly watched it, but I might probably rewatch it. But Surf SURFSIDE Girls sounds to me like a very good program, because I quite like watching children's shows to say, so I can make a video on it one day going, here's what I think the state of children's shows are in at the moment, and here's how I think they could improve that. But how has children's program changed over the years? So I like to keep an eye on children's program to work out what is the difference between programs that were on when I was younger, programs that are on now, and how is the media landscape changing. So I might watch that because it seems quite good. So overall, I think the rise of Apple TV Plus is steadily going. Bad Sisters, Slow Horses, Ted Lasso are some of the best. Smigadoon is alright, and I do think it's rising within the British content as well. And I think Apple TV Plus in itself is slowly, and ever so slowly but fastly all at the same time, getting better and better and better with the age. So the more it evolves in the years, the better the thing gets. And it's not surprising at least, because Apple are chucking millions and millions. They're now doing a system where they put them in theatres first and then put it on Apple TV Plus for some films that are too good for direct to streaming. Now, a lot of people say that Disney Plus are doing this thing where they're creating films that are direct to DVD type films, but for Disney Plus. But I think Apple TV aren't doing that. They're chucking their heart and soul into it. They're creating they're still doing everything they did before, but now they're adding this in. I do want to know if they'll ever add a feature where you can submit a film. So you create a film, you submit it to Apple, they review it and look over it, and then you get to have your film on it, but it's by a submission basis. Because Amazon Prime do a similar thing where you can submit your film and that. but they have loads of YouTube rubbish weirdness that makes no sense on the service because it's like type of thing you'll find on YouTube. So one day, once I find out how, I'll try and get my a film that I create onto Amazon Prime or Apple TV Plus. Who knows? So there you go. Thank you guys for watching. And remember, if you find a film you think I should watch, let me know in the comment section below. If you've got a specific TV show that I haven't covered already on the Weird Side, the third channel, you want me to cover on the podcast, do let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Time out. Bye!